Hey guys, my name's Natalia, but on social media I go as a Pink Future. And this is going to be my first public tarot slash oracle card reading. I'm super excited. I have been feeling really called to just put myself out there and start reading for the general public. And I've never done this before. I usually just do for my family and friends and myself, but over time I realized that my readings started becoming more accurate, and I felt like some of them were coming true. And just along with visions and dreams, and I'm an empath and clairsentience, and it's a whole long list of things. But basically, I've been feeling really called to put myself out there and do a reading for the public. So here I am. I really hope you guys enjoy. So what I'm doing is a pick a card reading. So if you've never done a pick a card reading before, basically what I have here is 3 piles, and we have pile 1, 2, and 3. So you're using your intuition, you're going to pick a pile that you feel drawn to, and hopefully that reading will resonate for you. So what we have here is watermelon aura quartz, which is super cool, Cosmo and Wanda vibes. We have a selenite pill, and we have an amethyst little pillar here. So pause the video if you need to, meditate on it if you need to, and go with your gut. And I hope the reading resonates. Let me know what you think. I'm super excited to, get messages out there, and even if it gets across to just one person, that's enough for me. I just have been feeling called to do this. Yeah, let's get into it. So before we start, I just want to make a few disclaimers. So when it comes to reading and tarot reading and just futures and pasts and spiritual messages in general, so these are potential outcomes of what path you can go on. The future is always rapidly changing all the time, and people are always making decisions that are changing the future and the future of others. So while these readings definitely can come true, it doesn't necessarily make them, this strict blueprint that is like, oh my God, definitely going to happen. But it's definitely something to take into consideration and be aware of, because the messages that I feel like I have to put out into the world, I feel like I'm being told for a reason. So I feel that someone needs to hear it. And yeah, I wanted to put that out there. So just take it with a grain of salt. That's what I do whenever I get psychic readings. I'm aware that that totally could happen, but it also couldn't happen. But it's really nice to get guidance sometimes when it feels like it resonates. And I also just wanted to say, once I start talking, it really just starts flowing out of me, and especially when I'm with the cards and the presence of my crystals and things, I start sniffling uncontrollably. I don't know if anyone else can relate, but it's just something that happens to me. I've probably already sniffled like 10 times and I haven't even noticed, but I get sniffly. So just bear with me, and I hope you guys enjoy. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, group 1, let's get into it. Watermelon aura quartz, Cosmo and Wanda, y'all ain't slick. Fun fact, I got this stone at a store in Maine. What am I saying? Not Maine, Massachusetts. I always get them confused. But yeah, cool stone. Let's get into it. Okay, so the cards are pre-shuffled, so we're gonna start with the tarot cards, and let's see what group 1 needs to release. All right, so we have love. Oh. 5 of shells or 5 of cups, and the emperor. Okay, so we're talking about releasing. Okay, so I'm definitely seeing like a past relationship. I know it's like as cliche as it sounds, but I'm definitely getting past relationship vibes. As you can see, there's 2 wolves. You had a relationship that you were with someone and you trusted them so much, and the 2 wolves are running together. You guys did a lot together, you trusted each other. It could be a best friend, it could be a lover, it could be a family member, and it seems like you really trusted this person. And but it's kind of sad because it kind of seems like this person may have done something. I don't know if it's necessarily like malicious or just maybe like long distance I'm getting, but I see that, like, I feel like you had to make a choice where you had to let this love connection go for some reason. I'm not sure why. I don't know why, like, long distance keeps popping in my head. But it's just like showing that it's like, you know, you made this choice because you love this person. And right now, like, you're readjusting to all of this with the Five of Cups. You're readjusting, and like, you kind of have this sense of like, maybe it'll work out, like maybe, you know, it was that the right choice, or like, you know, maybe there's still hope for this relationship or friendship. But what I'm getting from spirit is kind of like, you just need to focus on you right now. Like the Emperor, like, you really just need to focus on a structure for yourself, a routine for yourself, and just like kind of doing you right now. I feel like overall I'm getting like this, what you need to release is like hope about this relationship or friendship that you might have let go for a better reason. And like, it's really hard because, like, you know, when you have a past with someone and you've had so many good times and, you know, all such a history, it's like, ugh, like how, you know, how could I let this friendship or relationship go? How could I just let this go? But it's like, sometimes you need to let it go because, you know, sometimes, you know, even though there is a lot of history and is a lot of past and good times did happen, sometimes relationships like that are holding you back. So I'm really getting the vibe of like, you need to let go of this hope of wanting to rekindle this friendship, rekindle this relationship, and just really focus on yourself, focus on your own power moves, like do you, like just literally do you. Your happiness is going to come from yourself. Your stability is going to come within yourself. So that's what I'm getting from the tarot. So let's move on to one of the oracle cards. Fifth chakra. So this is the throat chakra. So throat chakra, definitely, this can definitely tie into this. So kind of just like speaking your truth, like instead of like hoping for the relationship to, you know, maybe, you know, things will turn out right. Like maybe if I say the right thing, things will turn out right. Like spirit's kind of just saying like, no, just like stay with your truth, stay with the decision that you made to leave this person, like stop overthinking it, stand up for yourself, and, you know, stay with that decision, keep with it, stick to your word. You made that choice to end this, or, you know, to separate, and you need to stick with it. And, you know, don't let the anxiety and the fears, you know, and, you know, the fear of being alone kind of take over. Like stand for what is right, stand for the choice that you made. Don't, you know, don't go back to something old for the sake of like familiarity, or, you know. So then finally we have one more oracle card to sum it all up. It says, I release my need to be right. I am defenseless and at peace. So I think it's just, I kind of get the sense again of like holding on to this hope. Like you're hoping that your hope turns out right. Like just hoping for this relationship to rekindle, hoping to, you know, hoping maybe if you like ended this relationship based off of like maybe something that you didn't have fact in, like I don't know, like maybe someone like cheating, or a friend doing something malicious behind your back, like you feel in your gut that this friendship, like something's wrong, someone is not being honest and, you know, sincere, and you're just like, but I don't have proof, so like I can't penalize this person because I don't have any proof. Spirit is saying stick to your gut. You don't need to have proof to be right. Stick to your gut, stick to your word, stick to your choice. Sorry, I keep moving the tripod. And just release this hope of holding on to the relationship. You're better than this. It's everything happens for a reason. As cliche as it sounds, everything happens for a reason. You feel the need to release these people out of your life because they're not serving you for your higher good, and that's okay. And yes, it can hurt, yes, it can suck, yes, it can freaking be the biggest heartbreak of your life, but you're going to be at peace if you stick to this decision. You don't need the facts. You don't need to know. All you need is your gut and your guidance from spirit. And yeah, that's what I'm getting for group 1. So I hope this resonated for you guys. And I definitely hope to be making more videos if this goes well. So let me know what you think. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. And yeah, thank you so much. Okay, group 2. Let's get into it. Selenite pill. Super satisfying. I love selenite. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's so pretty. Like, the reflectiveness of it. And also this shape, like this pill shape is so satisfying. But anyways, let's go. Okay, so just like in group 1, we're going to start with the tarot. Okay, the Chariot. Shaman. And the 7 of Feathers, or 7 of Swords. Okay. Okay, so what I'm getting from these is pretty cool. So I want to start off by saying that I feel like this group number 2 is definitely the most like psychically gifted out of all of the groups. Like, I'm getting definitely like psychic energy. Like, I don't know, my chest just started like fluttering. I get like this like, I don't know, this feeling in my chest. But we have the shaman, or the hierophant, divine wisdom, spiritual power. So the vibe I'm kind of getting is you're divinely guided by spirit. Whether you know it or not, you're very guided and protected by spirit. And I feel like it might be a little bit hard for you to believe that. Like, maybe you're just like, I don't know, like, if you see angel numbers, you know, 222, 333, you're seeing these angel numbers and you're like, no, it's just a coincidence. Like, no, it's just, you know, I saw a TikTok about it and now I'm seeing the number everywhere. It's just my brain like catching on. And I'm getting this vibe that like you keep doubting, that like not trying to come at you at all. Like, sorry if this sounds mean. I'm not trying to be mean at all, but I'm just getting the vibe that there is like a little bit of doubt when it comes to how spirit is like coming to message you. And I see it like with the Chariot, I kind of get the vibe that it's like you have like there's like this strong discipline in you that's keeping you like a little skeptic of it. Maybe like you grew up in the church, or like came from, you know, a religious family, or have like maybe family members that like would see a video like this and be like, that's bullshit, or like that's the devil's work, or, you know, whatever. So I feel like that kind of is the reason why you feel a little skeptic towards all these things. So I feel like spirit is kind of just saying like what you need to release here is like releasing kind of the skepticism and the discipline from the past and the ideas of people from the past, and just literally accept your messages from spirit, because they got your back. Divine guides got your back. And that's really cool. And like the thing with like the shaman too is also like it can kind of give the vibe of like conformity almost. So I definitely get the vibe of like being a skeptic because, you know, this is new. This is definitely something that is on the rise, spirituality. It hasn't been majorly talked about in many years. It's definitely on the rise, which is super cool. And like, I feel like I'm getting super psychic vibes from this group, and it's just like, trust your gut, trust the synchronicities that you've been seeing, trust that 1111, trust that 911, whatever you've been seeing. You need to trust it because you have guidance. And then like with the 7 of Wands, so 7 of Swords, sorry. So with the 7 of Swords, I feel like it's with the cheetah, like I feel like at first, like when it comes to trusting your gut and stuff, like your first thought is like run the other way, like run as fast as a cheetah or jaguar, whatever this is, you know, run fast the other way. I don't believe in that stuff really, you know, whatever. And basically now it's just like kind of releasing that, and like I kind of get the vibe that you've already been doing that, like releasing these old beliefs and like maybe the ways you were brought up, or like your culture, people around you not believing in that, and now you're kind of just like you're in like kind of like a research phase, I guess, like researching, like you've probably been like looking into, you know, what does this dream mean? What does the, you know, angel number 222 mean? What does this mean? And I feel like it's really nice. So basically this overall message is, I feel like, is really just saying like, release the skepticism and trust your gut. Go with your gut. If you see synchronicities and things like that, that you feel like, oh my God, like I feel like someone's trying to connect with me or speak to me, trust it. Like that's how I got here. I used to, you know, be the same. I used to see angel numbers, and, you know, I had dreams about deceased family members and things like that. And, you know, of course my anxiety, I told myself, there's no way, like, you know, I'm just making this stuff up in my head. Like, it must be my ADHD or something. But no, it's really, spirits are sending messages, so just believe it. And so let's go to the next cards. So we have another oracle. Door to personal healing and happiness. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, that is actually like a really sweet message. I don't know, like, oh, that's so cute. Oh my God. So it's just like I think it's just like cute because, like, I don't know, this is card 34, so it like adds up to 7, and then like the 7 was the Chariot in the past. I don't know, just 2 sevens. I thought it was really cool. And like, so what I feel like this is saying is like, once you release these like past fears and like these ideas holding you back, like that is what's going to lead to your happiness. Like once you just say F it, and I'm just gonna listen to the signs, and I'm gonna take these, you know, these synchronicities and these signs and all this stuff as a real message, and I'm gonna follow it, that's when you're gonna start healing and be happy. Like that's when you're going to get on your soul path. And that's like really amazing, that the way that this is tying together. It's like, it's so cute. Okay, so let's pull one more. This is an affirmation card. Okay. Taking care of myself is a radical act of love. Yeah, so I think it just really ties in with everything. Like taking care of yourself is, you know, believing in yourself, you know, following your own ideas, following what you believe in, you know, following what makes you happy. Just doing that is the best self-love you can give yourself. Doing what makes you happy is the best love that you can give yourself, and not following something just because someone else told you to. And that's a really cute message. And I don't know, this pile just like really gave me the feels. I'm definitely getting like, you know, like, I don't know, the spirits, and I feel like a lot of love in this pile. It's just like really made me happy. But yeah, so overall message, just take those signs, take those messages, trust your gut. You have, you know, we all have a bit of psychic ability, but you know, this pile definitely feels heightened, and just go for it. Trust your gut. Like practice with crystals, you know, light candles, light incense, pick up a deck of oracle cards, tarot cards, just do it all, you know, do what makes you happy. That's really it. That's what I have. Release doing for others and do for yourself. That's what I have for you, group 2. This is really cute, so I hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think. Hey, group 3. Okay, so we have our little amethyst pillar. I just got this today, actually. I don't know, it just like really caught my eye, and I thought it was super cute, and yeah, I liked it. Enhancing psychic ability and whatnot, right? Okay, so let's get into it. So just like before, we're gonna start with the tarot. All right, 9 of crystals or 9 of pentacles, high priestess, and 10 of swords. Okay, I mean, right off the bat, that we got another, you know, definitely psychic vibe group. Like I'm definitely getting, you know, a lot of heavy spiritual guidance. So let's get into it. Okay, guys, so this group is definitely super interesting. So to start it off, so 9 of crystals or 9 of pentacles, we see this spider here, and I definitely get the vibe of like maybe a long history of like having to self-serve, like, or having to be independent, relying on yourself, just being the person that always had to take care of themselves, or they just had to, they didn't have, how do I word this? I don't want it to sound like mean, but it's like not too much of a support system around you. So it kind of led to this act of always having to be independent and doing your own thing, which is fine and amazing. Like, you find security within yourself, and that's great. But I kind of feel like it left like this wound of almost like not trusting others because of this always need to be independent. And I get the sense of like you'd rather just do it yourself because you can't always trust others to do it right, which leads to just like you taking on like a lot on your own, and like, just feeling like you have so much on your shoulders, and when really you might just need to be a little bit more open to asking for help from others. And like, being independent is great and all, but it's also fine to ask for help. Like for the spider, they build their web and they catch prey on their own, and they're doing their own thing independent, and it's great, and it's really great. But it's also in the sense of like spiders are like, they're seen as like kind of from an outside perspective as like a little bit selfish, even though they're not, and they're great, and they help the community and they help the environment. From an outside perspective, it can almost seem like a little bit selfish because you're just like building your own web and taking the animals that come by and killing them, and like meanwhile we know that spiders do help the environment, but it's like from an outside perspective of people who like can't think on a deeper level, sometimes it can come off as like a selfish type of vibe, which it's not. It's really just it's holding your, and like not having trust in others is only going to hold you back because it's stopping you from, getting connections and relationships and things that can help you. And you have a high sense of intuition and your own knowledge here with the High Priestess. And you have intuition and you have a good sense of, yourself and who you want to be around and who you want around you. So just trust that, and, just don't give the cold shoulder to everyone because of the past. Just be open, because your intuition and spirit guides they're going to guide you in those decisions of people who are going to be helping you or not. And if someone doesn't help you and they F you over, and that does happen, again, it is for a higher purpose, because we do need to learn things. And if you look back at it, you're this great independent person, and that's like really amazing. And it sucks because that independent person came from people not being as supportive as you needed. And even though that sucks and that's like a negative aspect, it made you this independent person who can rely on themselves and have security within themselves. So now it's just, now that you have the security in yourself, you need to be able to find security within others as well. So I'm just getting the vibe of like releasing like the trust issue vibe. Just trust your gut, trust the people that you're bringing around you are, good at heart, that your intuition and your spirit guides are going to bring people around you that are for the greater good. And once you trust that, that's going to lead to transformation and bettering and all that stuff. Like, this snake is like shedding its skin, and it's basically shedding the skin of like, not trusting people in the past, and, having wounds from the past of people not being there for you. We're shedding that skin, coming into our own person, and then you're going to be this person who is not only secure in themselves, but also secure in the relationships that they have with other people. Because when we're not secure in the relationships that we have with other people and not trusting in them, that can lead to self-sabotage sometimes. Because, we think we see the worst in people and think that they're always going to do the worst, and that's not always the case. And like the 10 of Swords can also kind of be like, don't have like a victim mentality. Like, oh my gosh, like my whole life has sucked. No one's been there for me. No one's ever going to be there for me. I'm always just going to have to do it on my own. That mindset is not going to help you get forward, because that's going to block energies of other people who are being sent to you. Like, you're going to block out energies of people that are being divinely sent to you. So you need to not have this mentality of, oh my God, everyone sucks, I don't trust anyone, I'm not, you know, giving my trust, my heart to anyone ever again because of what's happened in the past. And I know it's just hard to say, oh, let the past go, let the past go, but Spirit really is saying to kind of just let that past go, and like, you know, not let it fully go though. Like, use that past to guide your decisions in the future, but don't let that past control your whole entire future. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely just release the, you know, the need of seeing the worst possibilities in every situation. And it's like, you know, obviously I don't want to be like, have negative toxic positivity and be like, oh my God, just be positive. But, you know, the energy that you put out is the energy that you're going to receive at the end of the day. And just trust people a little bit more. You're divinely guided. You are divinely guided. Let's move on to an oracle. Okay. Aw, Angel of Love. See, if you're afraid of pursuing like relationships or friendships because of the past wounds that you have, like, just know that like the angel of love is with you, the like spirit of love is with you. Like, you are being guided to receive this love, like, because as long as you accept the fact that not everyone in life is going to hurt you, not everyone in life is going to do something negative, you will receive this love that is being sent for you. But it's up to you. You're the one who has to be receptive to it. And I think it's a really beautiful message. I don't know. I really loved that. So let's pull this last card. It's an affirmation card. Okay. I am committed to bringing forth my greatness. I will no longer play small. Yeah. Let's just, you know, don't hold back for people and hold back of showing your true greatness and your true self because you're scared that they're going to hurt you or they're going to make you regret for showing that side. Always pull up to the relationship with your full true-hearted self, your full good self, and just go on with that. Like, don't let bad experiences and bad people stop you from being a good person, because, or being the person that like you truly are, like rip away pieces of yourself that those people may have not liked. Like, just stand in your true energy and just give your, you know, be true to yourself. Don't hold back, you know, speak your truth. Don't hold back. Be open, and your intuition is going to guide you and let you know if these people are going to be good for you or not. And you have the experience, back with the Nine of Crystals, you have the experience of knowing, you know, what a toxic relationship or a toxic friendship or, you know, what it may look like. So use that as a tool to help you, not a tool to hinder you and stop you from fulfilling yourself in the future. And it will help you as long as you see it as a positive, as a learning experience, you will. So yeah, this was a really cool one too. Wow. All these readings were really great. I hope it resonated for you guys. Please let me know what you think. I'm ecstatic right now. This is just awesome that I finally did this. Thank you guys so much. Please like it, leave a comment, subscribe if you want. I love you guys. Sending good vibes your way. Thank you. Love you.